What's up? This is the Christian Brony. How's everybody doing? This is the second episode of my new segment of my channel called the Christian Brony. As you all can figure out, I'm a huge brony. I am of course, a huge fan of the whole show. And I was thinking, doing a whole show like that. Well, asking questions to myself about My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. In the first episode I gave you an introduction, so go check that out if you want to know what this is all about. Today's question is, what do I think of the Dutch version? Because in the last episode I kind of talked about it a little bit, not too much because it was the introduction. The thing is that I have with the Dutch version of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is that it's destroying the show. And let me just tell you what am I actually thinking about. Well, the reason why I have the show is because of this whole thing. This thing, let me tell you something. Stan Birdman, a YouTuber who does game reviews, was an inspiration for me. But the fact is that the Dutch version is so deliberately bad. Was also a motivation for me to talk about it. And I was thinking, like, why not be... I'm a Christian, I'm a brony, the Christian brony. Let's just do a show where I'm just going to ask questions and sometimes show you a clip, maybe. And maybe not this episode, I don't need to show you a clip, but maybe I do. So, who knows, I'm still not so sure how am I going to do this. And... everybody knows how wonderful... I mean, the thing is with My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, either you love it or you hate it. It's very simple. The American version, to my opinion, they have wonderful personalities, great voice acting, the music is great. The voice acting and the overall personalities is what makes My Little Pony Friendship is Magic good. They take it seriously. Everybody can enjoy it. It's for everybody. It's as well for the little girls as for the parents to watch. I'm a 25-year-old guy. I'm single. I don't have any children of my own. And I love it as well. Just like a lot of other people. Until you watch the Dutch version. The problem here that's also for another episode. The problem here in Europe, for the moment, I can't download. Let me show my minute. Yeah. I can't download... I can download from iTunes the whole first season. I can't download because I have a European account. I cannot, and I mean I cannot download from the European iTunes. So sorry. I cannot download from it. Why? Because I don't have an American account. Now, sure, maybe I can try to have an American account, but I'm not so sure how it really works with European, because I live in Europe, and I'm not sure how they take the money from my European accounts, because we don't pay with dollars, we of course pay with euros. So sorry. We cannot get the American version legally. So I did it illegally. I'm sorry, Hasbro, but there's just no other way. The only reason, one of the few reasons, and the main reasons why I like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, is because of the whole voice acting. It's because of the whole wonderful personalities that comes with the voice acting. We, the legal way here in Holland, we have to watch the Dutch version. And the Flemish version. Yeah, the Belgian version. Yes, there's the other half is Dutch, the other half is Belgium. Fine. And here comes the whole reason why I want to do this. I do not want to attack any of these voice actresses that did the voices for the ponies. I mean in the Dutch version. Because remember, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is meant for little girls. The time when My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is coming on television here in Holland is on a little kids hour. How do you say that? It's not. It's on a cartoon channel, but sometimes they have these segments of the channel that is for little boys and little girls, you know. And My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is being aired in that hour because it's officially meant for little girls, not for big grown-up guys with 25 years old. Not for those kind of guys. No, it's meant for little girls. So this has also to do with talent, with how good you are with it. The Americans, you know, Lauren Faust, know what she did. She made it entertaining for everybody, even though it's still for little girls. And sometimes there are some things in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic that is yeah, how can I say this? It's like, it's for little girls, but it's also, there's a deep meaning behind it. There's a depth into it. It's not like they didn't use the brain writing. It's not about Dora the Explorer. So it has to do with a lot of talent. If you have great talent, you can make the most. I mean, she is one of the creators of Powerpuff Girls. At least, yeah, it's from the creators of the Powerpuff Girls. So they know what they are doing. They make fun little shows for everybody to enjoy. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Either you hate it or you like it, but if you like it, it's fun. It's a whole lot of fun. Now, sometimes the Dutch does a pretty good job at dubbing. It's true. They do a pretty good job at dubbing. In this case, it's terrible. Am I disappointed? 100%. You know what? When I watched the American version, I watched it. I was so addicted to it. Then I was thinking, you know, I'm not very sure. Maybe I should see the Dutch version first. It's technically, let me just tell you, from a personal point of view, it's disappointing. It's not fun. Some of the voices aren't. Some of the voices... Let me tell you about Applejack. You know, Applejack, just like I told you in the last episode, Applejack is a tax farmer. She has this great accent, you know, which is fine. Great voice acting. You know, the same counts for Tara Strong, was her name? Yeah, Tara Strong. Wonderful job on Twilight Sparkle. She does a great job. The same counts for the one that does Rarity. I can't remember the name, but she does a great job. The one that does the voice for Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy, and of course Rainbow Dash and Applejack. Wonderful job! I really like what they've done. That's the whole reason why I like the show. In the Dutch version, Applejack is not a farmer anymore. She is now an official Flemish horse. And do I have something against Flemish people? Absolutely not. It's not the reason it's not because I don't like the Flemish one. But sometimes these Dutch don't know what they're doing when they dub. They suck out everything out of it. They replace voice acting with actresses that doesn't even sound like the American ponies. And they almost have no personality to it. They have no personality to it. Sometimes there's an animated show that does a pretty good job. You have Kappe Maiku, who had a pretty decent Dutch voicing. You have Fairly Odd Parents, who does a pretty good job. You have SpongeBob SquarePants, who they did a pretty good job. But with My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, sometimes there is no personality and no emotion. But when you hear Applejack talk, Applejack is one of my favorites, by the way. But when you hear Applejack talk, it's not Applejack. It's a Belgian woman who does not sound like the American Applejack. Applejack is like, hee-haw! You know, she has a really loud voice and she's, you know, she has a good soul, but she's like hard-working, you know, and she is very socializing. In the Dutch version, she's a Belgian boring woman. When I watched the first episode until I heard Applejack talk for the first time, I was thinking like, okay, what are they going to do? I'm so, you know, afraid that they are going to make a mistake, but okay. let's not judge, let's watch. And she opened her mouth and she talked. It was not Applejack. Applejack does not exist in the Dutch version of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. She does not exist. Applejack is no more. Rarity, same story. I mean, Rarity is not really my favorite, you know. But I still like her. That's how much I like these characters so much. But Rarity, nope. And she also has a Belgian voice. It's terrible. The same counts for Twilight Sparkle. That's not Twilight Sparkle. Okay. Then you're probably thinking like, yeah, it's a different language. Of course, they're different, you know. But little girls has to understand. But the way it's been done, it's at least at least try to look like the American version. I mean, at least try. They're not even trying. I get the idea. I get the idea that they are not even trying. With SpongeBob SquarePants, they try. With Fairly Odd Parents, they try. With all other animated shows, they at least try, and most of the time it's a pretty decent job. With My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, no. Not a decent job. It has turned into a Dora show. Yeah, it's that bad. Yeah. Technically speaking, not very good voice acting for the Dutch version. From a personal standpoint, it's not My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. They transformed it into a Dora type cartoon show. They transformed it. They did like this. Blammo, it's not My Little Pony Friendship is Magic anymore. It's over. It's no more. It's gone. So why am I complaining? Please, Hasbro, give us Dutch people, us Dutch fans, us European fans of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, please give us the American version, because the Dutch version, I'm not so sure how the other versions are in different countries here in Europe. I don't know. I haven't listened to it. If the Dutch version is already bad, I don't want to hear the other languages. I really don't. But maybe they're not that bad. I don't know. What I try to say is the Dutch version is a blight. Yeah, I'm saying it right here. And it's purely disappointment. But let me just tell you something. This is purely disappointment. Technically speaking, it sucks. Okay. But it's purely disappointment. Me, the Christian Brony, with the second episode, this is the first real question, and I'm saying the Dutch version is terrible compared to the American version, because it's not anymore. It's like you totally changed everything. It's so weird. The music stays, the graphics stays, the animation stays, but you take out the voice and you replace it with something so bland. What do you get? It's gone. The show is off. Don't even look at it. If you're from Holland and you haven't watched the Dutch version yet, and you love the American version just like me, don't watch the Dutch version. It will not do you justice. Maybe I've made you crazy. Maybe you now want to watch it, you know, just so you can hear, but trust me, you will be disappointed, and I mean that. Yeah. But all I want to say is watch what you wanted to see. If you like the Dutch version, I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna destroy your fun. But this is my personal opinion. This is the question to me. What do I think of the Dutch version? And it's so yeah. That's what I wanted to say. It's unlikable. For all I care. The American version, great. I'm keeping it. If it is available for the European market, then I will download it for the money. Then I will pay for it. Don't worry about it. But if it's not available, if we have to do it with the Dutch version, it's not the cartoon I know. You understand what I'm saying here? It's not the cartoon you know. It's definitely not the cartoon you know. So it's not the cartoon you're in love with. You love the American version because it's so good. But it's the Dutch version, so you see where I'm going? It's not My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. At least not to me. So yeah. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'm recording way too long, but I had so much to say. This question was already the question. That's the whole reason why I did this show. God blessings, everybody. This was a Christian Brony. Yeah, too bad about the negative things I had to say. Yeah, it's like, that's how I feel about the Dutch version. It's not My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. It's that disappointing. So, I bid everyone huge God blessings. Please enjoy the show if you really enjoy it, but I would suggest go check the American version and not the Dutch version. If you watch the Dutch version, then you might be disappointed as me, or you like the Dutch version even more. If you watch the Dutch version first, and you understand it, then that's not the show. Forget about the Dutch version. It's non-existent. So, God blessings, goodbye. See you next time with some more Christian Brony action. Bye-bye now. See you next time, people.